Hey guys, welcome to Oddcast, a For Nerds by Nerds show. My name is Cian. I'm here with my co-host Joe and via phone Paige.
Hey.
Hey guys.
Today we actually wanted to go over with you guys some stuff that we've been noticing over the course of the last week or so as far as things going on in social media and stuff like that. So we just kind of wanted to share with you and our thoughts about these topics.
Let's start off with the danger thoughts.
Oh, the danger thoughts.
Yeah, because that's where we're at.
Yeah.
And the danger is T-1000's on the horizon.
Rise of the Machines.
Yeah.
Like,
We've seen this movie
I've seen this movie way too many
countless times.
Read the book?
We
Played
gr-
the video game?
Yeah, we grew up on this movie, Elon Musk. We know what's going on.
Tesla bots, really?
Yeah, Tesla bots.
Like,
Bad idea.
when I saw the image, I had to quickly go to Tesla to see their website to see what the situation was, if it was real. And sure enough, it is. Elon Musk is building robots.
Hey, you know what? Coming to you from the guy who brought you aerial flamethrowers, robot workers.
These things,
Dangerous.
these things are, they're
Terrifying?
no, they're pretty simple looking. I mean, I think they're cool looking.
Yeah, so they're simple looking.
Horrible idea?
They can do manual tasks.
Yeah,
What I'm waiting for is Boston Dynamics to now release their own version of it.
Boston, like, no, that's when things get really scary.
Yeah,
Because
I'm waiting-
Boston stuff, man, ugh.
Yeah, like they're doing backflips on tables and stuff. And
They are.
Elon's one is like fetching beers from refrigerators.
Yeah, yeah, the definite huge.
Well, no, they're doing different things. So that Elon Musk's robot is more of a home robot, like a assistant at your home, whereas the Boston ones, they're a little more.
They're building assassins.
You know what?
They're heavy duty. They're more.
They're teaching
out
them-
in the field. They're more.
Yeah, they're teaching them parkour. Like,
Yeah.
how is that a thing?
So I do want to share that there's other robots out there on the market. My favorite one is the little robot that follows you.
Yes, I've seen those.
I like that one.
They
I don't
all
know.
creepy.
Yeah,
I forgot what it's called.
yeah. I don't remember either. I just like it. If I had
No,
one though,
they all creepy.
I'd make it look like Servbot, so that Servbot would
No.
always be behind me.
But the
No, I have read too many books, watched
Yeah.
too many movies, and played too many video games. This is a bad idea.
like my
So,
question is,
I'm more concerned about the software. Like, okay, yeah, I know he said that it's only gonna go for 5 miles per hour, so you can outrun it, blah blah blah. But no, it's the software.
well,
Could you imagine?
That's the
from
problem.
from what I understand, the software is very similar to the Tesla vehicle software as far as the whole GPS aspect. So it has like, I believe, 7 cameras or so on its face. So it uses your surroundings as a guide point to kind of get your beer or find the remote or whatever the case may be. I don't think there's like,
What kind of lazy ass person needs to pay thousands upon thousands of dollars to have a robot
Yes.
to go get their beer? Like what?
yes,
There's going to be a lot.
No.
there's going to be a lot.
No,
Yes.
no, thank you.
One in
I'm
every
good.
home.
Yeah.
And if we've all seen iRobot, so we know that the version 7 update
I've
comes with the
played
ability
Detroit,
to rip the
no.
previous ones in half.
I played Detroit. No, it's not happening.
yeah.
I
No.
will not. I will not. I won't do it.
The fact
I'm sorry. Not sorry. I won't.
the fact that Elon had to say that you can outrun it was hilarious to me.
Yeah, I was like, what a great spec to have to put on your sheet.
Terrifying.
Little do you
That's a
realize.
horrible idea.
Little do you realize that it can just get into a Tesla vehicle and drive it on its own.
Yeah, basically.
No.
Outrun
No
that.
offense.
Or maybe
No
even link with
offense,
it and control it. Like, it's interesting. I want to see where they go with it. I want more information
so
on
I just
it.
want to go back here because Paige does have a legitimate fear.
Yeah.
Paige.
No offense to our future robot overlords,
Yeah.
but I think this is a bad idea right now.
All right, now Paige, what I want you to do real quick is I want you to take off your headphones real quick, just for a second. Just give me a minute, because I'm going to say something, and you're going to be like, "Shut up." Are you ready? I'm going to pretend. What Paige is concerned with is these violent delights have violent ends, and that
You an
eventually,
asshole.
and that eventually,
And you know what? I was gonna tell you. I started watching that show.
heck yeah.
That's awesome.
And I
Westworld?
watched the first episode.
Yes.
Which they fucking have that in. And you know, it doesn't mean like your joke is not funny.
Just wait.
Your joke is not funny. No.
Just wait. It gets used more and more, and it gets darker and darker every
it's
time.
Shakespeare.
I know.
Not anymore.
Do y'all? Man,
What?
Shakespeare is really meaningful, and y'all don't even...
It's not us, it's the show.
Changing in technology is always important, and one of the things that has happened most recently is, of course, everything changing to a streaming platform. We know that, last year, during everything that was going on, Warner Brothers made their move to streaming stuff, and so now the movie theaters are more up in arms about it, because now it's not just streaming while the movie theaters are shut down. It's dual releases. And, of course, I understand where the theaters are coming from. We used to work in movie theaters, for forever.
The whole situation, to me, is very basic. It should not be as complicated as these production companies are making it. Do what you originally said you were going to do in the beginning, which was, put it out in theaters first, and then 2 or 3 months later, or even a month later, release it on the streaming.
Well, they're doing it because of money, obviously, because there's no upfront cost to streaming it. They already have all these contracts with these places that doesn't cost anything upfront to add new content, whereas they have to pay royalties to. They have a contract with movie theaters that they get a percentage of the profits. So, is it a gentleman's agreement? Or is it an
I believe that now it's become an actual agreement because the theaters all put their might together, and it's
the reason why we bring this up is because of, I'm pretty sure you guys have seen it, especially if you're huge Marvel fans. Scarlett Johansson's in the news due to the fact that she is suing Disney
for breach of contract.
Her unfortunately, Black Widow did not do well in theaters, which was to be expected. But
but of course, layered onto that is the fact that they decided to release it to both Premiere Access and to
theater release at the same time.
Which isn't bad. It's not a bad plan. However, they didn't cut her in on any of the profits from the Premiere Access.
The streaming profits. I think in the first week run, it was only $18 million that they got from theaters.
I don't know, actually.
I believe it was.
I do know that this is not the first time that Disney has tried this kind of thing, though. And the last time it blew up in their face, too, and that was the release of Toy Story 2.
Yeah.
They had negotiated a contract with Pixar where they were going to pay Pixar 50% of the home VHS sales because Toy Story 2 was going to be released just to home VHS.
Mm-hmm.
But then Disney decided in the last minute, we're going to release it to theaters. And they tried to not give Pixar any of the money from the theatrical release. And then, this seems to be the constant thing, though, of the next technology shows up and nobody's prepared for it. We remember Napster versus Metallica.
Yep.
We remember the Writers Guild in the early 2000s that cost us heroes. We remember.
It hurts still.
And the thing that's putting Disney in boiling hot water is the fact that come September 3rd, Shang-Chi comes out in theaters, and that's going directly to theaters.
To theaters.
Without a scheduled streaming release. So Disney is originally saying, the reason why we did that with Black Widow because of COVID.
And ScarJo's just being selfish, trying to get people into theaters when they weren't ready
for it.
But the variant is out there, everything's going on, okay, Disney, we're on to you. And then you got Kevin Feige out there in front of it, and he said that he doesn't agree with what they chose to do, but he doesn't control that part, which he doesn't. And now you've got Marvel stars beginning to step up. People like Elizabeth Olsen, making her voice heard. She's on Scarlett's side. And unfortunately, a lot of the public is. So Disney, you have to straighten up. You got to do something here because you're the one with egg in your face.
Yeah, you got your foot stuck in your mouth because you're saying, we did this because of this reason, but September 3rd, we're still in the variant stage, and September 3rd, you got Shang-Chi going to, and not just Shang-Chi, Spider-Man.
Well, and so, they announced that Spider-Man will only be in theaters. So we have to think, we grew up with Disney, and Disney was this wholesome thing. They were our childhood. They gave us all these, and actual Walt Disney was a very different man than the people who are running, not to say that Walt Disney didn't have his faults, because he had plenty of those.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying it was a different time, and business functioned differently then than it does now. And now, since they have so many companies, that they have Fox and they have all these smaller things that and Star Wars, they're huge. So they're mainly focused on the profit. And I think that they are losing sight of some of the things that are they're I liked what they did with Frozen when they chose not to make you know, the be all about the love story, and then Moana, how it was more about healing herself and women healing women. Like they've done a really good job of transitioning from the I'm a damsel in distress, please come save me, Prince Charming. They've done a good job of transitioning with that, but on the business side, all you have to do is watch that epic rap battles of history with Jim Henson and Stan Lee, because Disney comes in at the end, and that rap is perfect. It fully encapsulates what Disney is. And we should put a link in the description for that epic rap battle, because that one is one of my favorites.
It will go there.
But it does a really good job. It does a really good job of encapsulating what Disney has become. And it's all about the business. And I feel like they really dicked over Scarlett Johansson with this.
Well, they've attempted to. They haven't gotten rid of it yet because they're still in court. But Disney does learn and evolve, so here's hoping, because they are changing Song of the South in Splash Mountain to The Princess and the Frog, which I'm down for seeing Dr. Facilier anywhere that I can. However, it does bother me that Brer Rabbit and Brer Fox might not have a home anymore.
So basically, Disney, get your shit together.
Yeah. And speaking of getting your shit together, because, companies change course all the time, we're going to talk about OnlyFans.
Yep.
I know that we joked around last year, I guess 2019, about starting our own OnlyFans so that we can get mics. And I don't know if you know this, but it worked. You have mics now.
Yeah. That wasn't thanks to OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah. OnlyFans, basically, I'm sure you guys seen in the news, OnlyFans decided that as of October 1st, we're going to get rid of the explicit sexual content, not the nudity.
So essentially what OnlyFans was saying is that they don't know what only their fans are after.
Basically. Like, the OnlyFans literally said in their own conference, in their own little press release, in the same sentence that we want to get rid of it, is that they've made their billions off of that type of content.
Yeah. So their problem was that they couldn't get investors or backers.
Correct.
But I find it weird. Like, I feel like before I would have done anything where I was like, let's change everything about me to fit this thing, I would have been like, let's go to the creators. Like, I donate to Wikipedia every year. They ask me. I'm a user. I'd rather give them money than have them sell it to somebody who's going to throw in ads every time that I look up a word. Like, I'm just not down with that.
Yeah.
I have friends who are content creators on OnlyFans, and it's not just sex stuff. It can be, just modeling, or they actually now do, like, painting, and there's, like, Twitch stuff on there. There's live streams and all kinds of stuff.
Well, that's not where they make their money. They make their money on sex.
Hey, you know what, though? You can subscribe to things kind of the same way that you can on Patreon. And don't get me wrong, nudity and that kind of stuff is definitely a huge seller on OnlyFans. But I'm just saying that it's not the only thing that's out there for it.
Yeah, but I think it's hilarious that once their content creators started looking elsewhere. What was that new?
Fansly was the.
Fansly.
I think Fansly is the biggest one. It had. They had reported that once OnlyFans made their announcement, I think it was like a day later, they were getting 4,000 applications an hour.
An hour.
To process, to get people onto their site.
And as of early this week, they backpedaled and said,
yeah, they changed their mind.
We're going to suspend that.
Yeah.
There's an unfortunate stigma that comes with sexually explicit content,
which
is a shame, because there's nothing wrong with it. As long as you're all consenting adults, who cares? It's your choice. But there's all this stigma, and that's one of the reasons why they did it, for funding. And at this point, I don't blame all those people who were making applications to all those other sites, because at a certain point, then it's like, obviously you have no respect for the people that you got your money off of.
And
so
Vine,
I support them going somewhere else.
They should learn. Vine should learn. The OnlyFans should learn their lesson from Vine, because that's why Vine is no more.
Yeah, well, what I was going to say is that Paige actually hit the nail on the head as to what changed the mind, is because they started to say that because they were banning this particular type of content, that they weren't being inclusive.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the big word.
And then OnlyFans is like, no, we are fully inclusive, and then they backpedaled on everything. So now the October 1st deadline for them to be changing to just nudity?
Yeah. Just sexual content, not explicit sexual content?
Yeah. I don't know how that works. I mean, I guess I do know how that works. Everybody has watched Cinemax. We understand how to get away with sexual content without sexually explicit content.
It's called softcore, thank you.
Yeah.
What was that? HBO Real Sex?
Yeah.
Man, that was back in the day.
We've all seen the overnight stuff. Showtime, Skinamax, HBO. We know.
Skinamax. Jesus Christ.
Bikini car wash movies.
That's what we call it.
Even up to the point where you're staying up late at night and do. Girls Gone Wild.
Heck yeah. Everybody's heard those steel drums at least once. But yeah, so it's interesting.
So drunk.
Yeah. Yes. They were very drunk.
Girls with low self-esteem from Arrested Development.
That Arrested Development.
That was great.
Yeah, so I guess you learn. I mean, that's the important thing.
Yeah.
The interesting thing that I'm interested to see where they go with this. Do you think that they're going to undo it? Do you think they're going to move forward their decision?
I thought they did say it was a definite suspension.
An indefinite suspension?
I believe so.
Yeah, they haven't really decided what they're going to do yet.
Yeah.
And they're not alone. Netflix, I'm looking at you. You don't know what you're doing yet either. You got a Karate Kid musical coming, and you're still doing Cobra Kai Season 5?
Yeah.
Nobody's even watched
Before Season 4 even came out.
Yeah,
How are you going to say... Okay, but we're not going to go there. We're not going to...
They're different universes. It's fine.
Yeah.
They can do what they want. If they're not connected, it's cool.
I can't get a Daybreakers Season 2, but Cobra Kai, without even watching Season 4, gets a green light. That's cool. A sequel to She's All That? Really? You think that's what we need now?
What?
Yes.
They're doing a sequel to She's All
Yep.
That?
He's all that.
He's all that.
And he's their son.
He's all that.
Yeah, he's all that. We don't need it, Netflix, but you're still giving it to us.
Lame.
I guess that's all we're going to talk about for this week. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Also hit that notification button. Because
you know you're going to want to be notified when we do that He's All That review.
Oh, God, I hope not.
God. Why? She's All That was a product of its time.
Absolutely.
All That is not gonna,
If it makes you feel any better, Paige, they're doing the same plot.
Yep.
Not changing a damn beat.
Honestly, it makes me feel worse. Like, that is a worse idea. Lame.
Later, guys.
Later, guys.
Lame.